Hey, mascot.
Hey, what?
Just want to let you know you might want to take a little vacation today.
Really, why?
Well, I'm going to be doing a Megatron video.
What, really? Another one? Is it like the first one where it was like, oh, I am Megatron, and it... Was it like that?
Online. Begin transmission.
Take the halls with bars of holly. Tis the season to be jolly. Don we now our gay apparel. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol.
Hey everybody, Optimus Prime here. Back with another review, and this is a video review I've had coming for a long time. Move my camera a little bit. There we go. So yeah, this is a video review I've had coming for a long time. And as you can see, by the title, I think YouTube just redid it, so it's down here, and obviously the title gag, Prime Voyager Megatron. Now, I've had this guy a while. I actually did a review of him months ago. Long time ago. But I never actually uploaded it. Stand, man! Stand! Last you stand. There. I really do like this figure, and apparently all the Megatrons simply just hate my mascot.
Why do they keep shooting me?
But, I don't know why. Anyway. Megatron here, as he is seen in Transformers Prime. Very, very nice figure, I think. Aside from the fact that he can't stand. Stand, man! Sorry, dog. Yeah, he has his little mech tech weapon, which is his fusion cannon. Which I think looks really nice. I love the purple bit in the front. This nice kind of silver, well, more of a brown, like a bronze type color. And obviously you're supposed to hold it like this, with the two holdy bits here. If you push that back, you get the sword bit. And unlike a lot of the newer Voyager figures, well, some of the older Voyager figures, I should say, it doesn't lock out like a lot of the Dark of the Moon Voyager mech-tech weapons would. But there is a cheat around it. There are these two little pegs here, which are actually, they're not geared or anything. So what you do, or what I do, is I just put my fingers back behind this. Then you can easily swing these out. Gotta make sure that it's fully pulled back. And there you have Megatron's sword extended. It's not bad. Looks decent. For display, I usually have him with his cannon, just because that's more show accurate. Just plug it back in there. It does make him rather side heavy, as nothing is on this arm. Nothing is on this arm. Everything is on this arm. So for purposes of this review, it's gonna stay off for a little bit. Now, one thing you might be noticing is this giant backpack section. You can kind of get rid of it by folding this back and folding this back. So he has a bit more of a streamlined appearance, you know, a very show accurate appearance. But then he's got this kind of back junk. For parts purposes, you can pop these off just on a little mushroom joint. Just go ahead and pull them off. And then bringing the backpack back kind of fills in his chest a little bit back there, which I kind of like. So that's usually how I have him displayed, and kind of gives his back a little bit more form instead of having it kind of just hang out. That's one thing I do really hate about this figure, is that the arms don't really tab in, so they're really loose. They have joints to peg in, but on mine, for whatever reason, they don't like to stay tabbed. They're in there with friction, and well, I guess that's decent. Kind of playing with that, and it doesn't seem to want to move. Just go ahead and pop this piece back on. maybe. That's right, I think. Perhaps. There we go. Now, Megatron in the show, and I love this, nice Decepticon logo there in the chest. Very awesome. Megatron in the show is very, very, like an animated Megatron. One thing that I think Megatron pulls off a lot better than Prime is these purple bits in the arms. These transparent bits. Let me see, where's my flashlight? Where did you go? Flashlight, no! Oh, here. Substitute. Just grab a sonic screwdriver. Oops, wrong button. See, he's kind of got the clear. This is a really bad flashlight, but you kind of get the aesthetic. These are clear purple plastic bits that are supposed to be, I think, dark energon, but I'm not sure. So, articulation, his head is on a ball joint, I think. Yep, ball joint. But because of the way that his head is sculpted, really you can only go over that far, and up about that far. So you don't get a whole lot of movement. These shoulder bits are individually articulated, more for transformation, but they do give him his signature spiky shoulders that he has in the television show. So they're there. And they don't really, because they're on that joint, they don't hinder the arm posability at all. Just when you're done, you gotta bring them so they're flush. So you do kind of have to be conscious of how you're posing his arm. But his arm is on a ball joint at the shoulder. He gets a single jointed elbow. Single joint that, but he does rotate at the bicep. Bicep or bicept? I don't know. Bicep. I'm just going to call it the arm swivel. And his hands do fold in that much, but mainly for transformation. Pull that back out. No waist joint, because due to how he transforms. But his legs, getting his arms out of the way here. His legs are on a very, very loose ball joint. That's one of the reasons why I have trouble with, well, okay, fine, stand now. But one of the problems I have is getting mine to stand. He doesn't like to stand because of the ball joints. They're just so loose that every time see, just like that, they like to wiggle a lot. But he does have a rotation at the joint here. So he does rotate, which is nice. I do kind of wish they'd put all this in, you know, kind of made it solid. But if you look at him, oops, from the back, it's not bad. It does kind of give him some Cybertronian gizmos or whatever, so it's not bad. He does get a single joint knee, but it's not bad for but because of the transformation, it has to do that. So it's technically, the camera, man. Yeesh. Technically bends at the knee, whoops, but doesn't go forward, thankfully. I do like how they kind of made this indent in his shin for his kneecap, so you can put the kneecap in if you want. I like to have it out just because it shows Megatron's kneecap, I guess. Down to the foot, you do get a forward and back pivot, mainly for transformation, but it is there, no side to side. Now, stand. Megatron, stand! Stand, man. For a size comparison, here we have, move him over a little bit, a very dusty, I need to clean these better, or more often, or at all, Voyager Prime. This is the RID version, although I do plan on getting the first edition version, and you can see Prime is a little bit taller. They're about even at the head. Megatron was standing upright, so Megatron being a little bit shorter, you know, does kind of bug me. It really does kind of bug me, because Megatron, if it were a proper Megatron, he does stand a little bit taller than Optimus. Maybe not that much, maybe about here. So that does kind of bug me, but oh well. Stand, Megatron. Now, moving on. We also have here, I have 3 different size comparisons, mainly just to show Megatron against 3 different types, because there are 3 different types of Transformers Prime figures. There's the RID Voyager that I just compared to, the RID Deluxe, and my only so far RID Deluxe. As you can see, or, well, really not see, there's Cliffjumper's head right down there. He stands about at Megatron's waist at the head. His shoulder bits do extend up to Megatron's chest, but that's just how he compares with Cliff here. Moving right along, we have here an RID Deluxe Soundwave. And I do like the way that these two scale. Again, Soundwave comes to his chest. So, and I realize that this has been horribly angled. There. Actually don't know if I have my Soundwave transformed properly. I don't know. Are his arms supposed to be like this or in like this? I kind of like them in because it kind of closes his chest in, or his arms in a little more, but I think they're supposed to be straight up and down like this. I just kind of like them in like that because it hides the joint. Kind of gives him more of a closed look. And you can still get his arms straight down due to the incredible joint in there, but he has his own review already. Now, Megatron and his transformation, kind of fiddly. I will say that it's kind of fiddly. Okay, so transforming him. I haven't transformed this guy since I got him. Mainly because these two parts I was missing for like 2 months. So that's one reason why I never did this review. I shot one, but it was during an Optobotomist live show. I didn't think that'd be good to put up here. So, yeah, transformation. This guy's interesting. I'm trying to show you how I'm doing him. I can't really give you a step-by-step because I really have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I kind of remember, but it's not where the point, like with Riddler or Jazz or Prowl or Magnus, that I could say, yes, this is exactly how you do it. I am just trying to do this myself. So if you're following along, great! Great! Let me know. Because this one is probably going to be one of my more reviews. Because I have no idea how to transform this guy. Although it's coming back slightly. Back, these come down like that. Hit the camera. Rotate like that for now.
6.5 hours later.
Boom! Yeah, I decided to kind of cut through the transformation because I really didn't know what to do. I muddled my way through it, but it was basically me, as you saw in some of the clips, going, So here he is in his plane mode, and from the top he looks really nice. Now the front might be slightly mistransformed. I will say that right now. I don't know if it's supposed to be closed. I think in the show it's kind of like that. Something like that. When you look at him from the side, kind of loses the plane. Don't even bother looking at him from the underneath because he's hollow. You're in here and you can see his hands. That reminds me, do I have his hands? Oh, yes I do. I guess. Sweet. Now, I keep hitting the camera. I'm really sorry. People have been complaining that you can see, oh, you can see his head in ship mode, and that's something they've been doing since the movie. The Transformers 2007 movie, I think. But that is show accurate. He does have his head popping out of his plane. I guess we can see where he's going. I don't know. That's one thing I don't like is these, when they peg on the legs here, there's this one little purple joint there that's got to go in here. Of course I can't do it. But they're very loose. You can just be messing with this guy and have him completely completely untab and peg on from everything. But, sorry, I've had like 9 cups of coffee, so I'm kind of... I do like the purple Decepticon logo there, and he's done in this nice silver, kind of semi-metallic stuff. But yes, that is Megatron. Should you pick him up? Probably. I mean, like I said, if you have Prime, you gotta have Megatron. Now, whether in this continuity Megatron is Prime's brother, that's not true. They're going along the lines of Megatron being a gladiator and Prime being Orion Pax, much like the G1 show did. But that is Megatron with his mech tech weapon. I love how that, if that was just like a few inches lower, whooshing, I am cutting the top of my own head off. I am Megatron. Spare me! Anyway, that's him done. Yeah, he's cool. Get him. Voyager. So it's going to be a little pricey. If you can even find him anymore. I see more Prime than I have ever of Megatron. So I found him and I picked him up and I bought him. Actually, my sister bought him for me, technically. So, that's Megatron. Done for now. He does have visible hand syndrome and visible head syndrome, but if you can get past that, he's a great little toy. So, this has been Optimus Prime with Megatron. Signing off, saying, hope you have a great day, great night, whenever you're watching this. Take care. Oi.